I have my well-used Troy-Bilt chipper shredder here that has a Briggs Stratton 6.5 horsepower motor on it, and as happens with some regularity, I broke the pull starter on it. Now, I was surprised to learn here that they don't even use bolts to hold the cover on anymore. They actually use rivets, I suppose, because they're cheaper, but what a pain in the ass. They should be able to drill these out and replace them, but, you know, come on. Couldn't you make it a little easier to fix this? Alright. See, here's the end of my rope right here. And I'm going to have to feed I should get a longer rope, frankly, and a new one, but oh well. Now is probably a good time to say that I've never repaired one of these before, so if you want the real story on how to repair it, look up somebody else's video. This is just my off-the-cuff thoughts, as most people are doing this for the one and only time they'll have to do it in their life. So this is the mechanism for the recoil unit, and get the big spider sack thing out of there. Alright, so we're going to want to preload this, wind it up, keeping in mind that it needs to suck all this rope up. So I'm just going to turn it a bunch of times until it's pretty tight. Don't want to get it as tight as possible because, of course, you're going to wind it up more when you pull the thing. So there's a place for the string to go through there, and then obviously there. I've got this gnarled end here. I think I'm going to have to go get a match and melt that down so that it's pointed. Yeah, probably bad idea to have an open flame underneath the gas tank. I was trying to get this in the shot. So okay, now we're tie a knot here. I think you can have the end sticking out quite a bit. We'll just cut that off. Now we got a nice knot. Of course, every inch that you use for your knot is another inch less that you have to pull start it, but don't worry about that. Next time it breaks. Okay, now jam that knot in there. Now let's see if we've got enough. Yeah, and I didn't put enough pre on it, so we're going to do it again. Okay, since I redid that, I managed to burn my finger and thumb by coating it with melted nylon rope. I cut my finger when this thing took off by itself and hit me, so be careful. There is a red dot on here so you can keep track of the revolutions. I did 6, which is barely enough, but I can still get all the way out without it causing a problem. I would go with 7 revolutions to preload it. Now I just have to put this back on here, and I have to find my rivet gun. I know I've got 2 of them at home. I'm not sure I've got any here. But obviously we're going to have to put new rivets, which are like big rivets that I don't have, to hold that back in place. I'm wondering if maybe I could just use a screw for now. I kind of doubt it. Well, okay, stay tuned. Now that I look at these holes that I made, it was a little indelicate in taking those rivets out. So this hole is about the size that it was, but this hole is much bigger. This one's pretty big, this one's pretty big. These are all, I think, way too big to try to put, well, wait a minute. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna drill new holes. I was gonna take this off and put bolts on, but I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be exactly in the same spot. So I guess what I'll do is just drill new holes. I gotta get some bigger rivets, but even the biggest ones weren't gonna fit in there. But now that I look at it, I'll just drill new holes right next to it, and it shouldn't make any difference at all. So, all right, we're back. I've got 3/16 inch by 1/4. These are aluminum. I would have preferred stainless steel, but there was no stainless steel. And what I'm going to do is simply turn it a little bit, half an inch clockwise, and I'm going to drill new holes here. Alright, let's give it a try.